Now, practically my role has become to summarize is to judge what they have said. And as Mrinalini fumbled, I may also fumble in writing my judgment. Please excuse me. Oh, that's right. Very nice of you. I'm a former Chief Justice. But I accepted this invitation on this novel topic, an interaction, because of I played 3 different roles in my legal profession of 40 years. I was the first, started my practice as a defense lawyer. I was appearing for the accused people. For almost 17 years, I defended them. Thereafter, for 7 years, I was the state prosecutor. I was against the accused. 13 years, I was a judge balancing both. And in fact, when I accepted this position of Human Rights Commission in Maharashtra, I was a little skeptical about accepting because of my mindset as a judge. As I said, almost 3/4 of my career, I have dealt with criminal law. And I was looking at what Mr. Adab, the advocate, was suggesting, that regarding law of land, that is, whether it is punitive or a reformist process, and is it sufficient? Just to, and I think last speaker also referred to acid victims. 2 of my cases, which I have dealt personally, I would like to share with you people. In Karnataka, a psychopath was caught, who was a police constable, and he had a weird psychology. Machisola can explain it, how it happened. He was a police constable. He used to kill women and then rape. Something was wrong with him. 3 times he was caught. 3 times, possibly because of advocates like Mrinalini, defended, or advocate like me even I can say, defended, got free. Last time, after 7th incident, the matter came up before me. The district judge, highest punishment session court gave was life imprisonment. But I said, no, this is not crime against X, Y, Z, it is the crime against society. And I gave him death punishment. But I was known when I was a judge, very harsh judge. To my credit or discredit, I have 7 death punishments given. And also 6 have been confirmed by the Supreme Court. Unfortunately, none of them have been hanged yet. And when I was looking at the arguments going on death punishment, incidentally I am going to mention. When a session judge, when 2 high court judges, when 2 or more Supreme Court judges who are trained to analyze, apply law, give a death punishment, ultimately the matter goes before a head of an executive head, maybe President of India or maybe Governor. And matter is kept pending for years and years and years. We are not disturbed by this. I am always disturbed by this. 6 people I have said they are unfit to live. Yet they are rotting in the jail, that's all. And after 10 years, we the judges again say, the sword of death was hanging on their head, sufficient, release them. Is it serving the deterrent punishment? Now another example, as the professor said, acid victim case. This was a unique case, first time in India. Punishment was given. A young girl, because of the boy was just one-way traffic of love. He thought he loves that girl and she reciprocated. She did not. Got angry and threw acid on her face. Literally, it was just left. She died. She did not die, unfortunately for her. It was a lump of flesh when I saw that girl. No eyes, no lips, no ears. Entire thing was scarred. Right hand gone, breast gone. And that girl's, unfortunately, the parents had named her Hasina. First time, and punishment, as Mrinalani will say, 326 offense was there. Highest punishment is 6 years. And he had undergone 5 years. And thereafter still, he wanted to clear his name in the society that he is innocent, not guilty. He had appealed. State, of course, did not oppose because sufficient punishment, 6 years vis-a-vis 5 years, was given. But when I looked into the records, and part of that record was photograph of that girl. It was in the police investigation material. When I saw it, I couldn't sleep for 2 days. I said, something must be there, something must be done. And for the first time, I'm not boasting, it is available, Joseph versus State of Karnataka, anybody can look into the judgment. I gave life imprisonment. Saying that, I still remember those words. The parents, when this girl was born, looking at her beauty, rightly named her Hasina, the beautiful. But now, every day they must be cursing the God, why you have kept her alive. I gave the life imprisonment. Of course, the matter is pending. Why I am giving these 2 examples is, I have given these 2 judgments, number of other judges have given number of such judgments. Is it having the proper response, deterrent effect on the society? Of course, I remember after this acid case judgment, after about few months, I met the Commissioner of Police in Bangalore in some function, and he said, sir, because of your judgment, for the last 6 months, acid cases have been stopped. Not only that, I gave thereafter, fixed the liability on the government. I have framed the rules and guidelines for the government. In cases of such victims, it is the responsibility of the government to take care of these victims because of your inadequacy in the machinery. You cannot protect your citizen. You are liable, including her rehabilitation, plastic surgery if necessary, give her a house, give her vocation, give her money. But how far it is being effective? Same is the case, unfortunately, in the case of rape. Dhananjay murder case, everybody stood, he was hanged. Other cases are pending in the Supreme Court, various courts, rape cases, rape and murder cases. But is it having deterrent effect on the society is my question. Now to go back a little bit, think of olden days, many people are older here. Think of the day, at least I think, when I started learning. My parents taught me one prayer. The morning you get up, what do you say? Matrudevo bhava, Pitrudevo bhava, Acharya Devo bhava. First we bow to my mother, woman. Now go to mythology. Hindu mythology, 33 crores of gods. Out of them, power is vested with whom? Have you applied your mind? 3 women, Lakshmi, Saraswati, and Shakti. Power of money, knowledge, and destruction or administration. Thank God, probably at that time, your 33% concept was not there. Our ancient was that culture. They said earlier, Yatra pujyante nari ramante tatra devata, where woman is given respect. I don't say worshipped. Where woman is given respect, there is the heaven or God's presence. But at the same time, this is ancient one. I'm not talking something new. At the same time, there were people like Manu. Manu Smriti, you must have heard. What he said? Nastri Swatantram Marati. And what was the reason? Pita Rakshati Balle. Bhrata Rakshati Kaumarya. Putra Rakshati Vardhakya. What it does mean? When she is young, child, father protects. When she is married, husband is supposed to protect. And when she is old, son must protect. Hence, she has no liberty. Now think over what is happening nowadays. Father kills the female child in womb itself. Husband kills the wife for dowry and other properties. And sons are abandoning their mothers on street. As a human rights commission, I every day receive now complaints. And unfortunately, though there is a law on maintenance of senior citizens and parents act, none of them know about it. The officials who are supposed to know about it. And I have started now a campaign going to district and bringing awareness, waking them up, the officials. Look here, this is a duty. Many of you may not be knowing. The duty is cast upon the collector, the duty cast upon the superintendent of police of that district. They have to maintain a list of senior citizens. Once in a month, they must go to them, find out what are their problems. If a old person has been deprived of his property fraudulently, the collector, who is an authority under the act, can take action. How many people of you know this law? There was a case when an old man was cheated by his son, which matter came before the commission. Advocate was appearing. I was aware of this law. So I asked him, why don't you take course under this? This is more severe. He said, I am not aware of this law. I gave him a copy. Probably because there are thousands and thousands of laws in India, unfortunately. How many laws you will know, how many law, as a judge I will not be knowing. Even Mrilan can agree with me. I don't know, there are so many laws, unless the case comes before me, I won't look into that. Advocate won't look into it unless he is paid for it to argue the case. How many common people will be knowing it? Ultimately, what I am saying is, it is the awareness amongst the people which is creating all these problems, and especially rapists. Now, the advocate, I think, Abad, was mentioning about legalizing prostitution. I think, though it is a debatable, some serious thought can be given about it. Some serious thought can be given about it. But so far as chemical castration, even Dr. Machuswala did not agree. And as a Human Rights Commission chairman, I don't agree. See, it is inhuman. It is like, Mrilan will tell you, criminal law, what is called as Article 23, isn't it? Accused cannot be forced to confess. Testamentary confession. That is subjected to various decisions. Even he can't be questioned, his blood cannot be taken. Blood sample cannot be taken was the argument, because it is invasive. In Karnataka, they started first time, narcoanalysis was invented in brain mapping and narcoanalysis was started in Karnataka first. Matter came before me while I was sitting on a bench that this is invasive. This is against our right, fundamental right. These are debatable questions. Again, so that may not be the only solution. Because the main reason is this. How many rapes taking place every day? At least one rape per hour. This is not my saying. It is National Crime Bureau's report. Every hour one rape takes place in India. This is National Crime Bureau's report. Every year they publish volumes about the rape and all the crimes and analysis. But, pardon? Other country I haven't looked into because I am concerned with my country, basically. I have not studied Vinodji. And every hour, though it is contended, because of our social restraints, as Professor was mentioning, prestige issue, Murali, the thing mentioned, 9 out of 10 rapes are not reported. Nine out of 10 are not reported. What are you going to do for that? And even, unfortunately, I was just looking into the figures. In India, you will be surprised and shocked. Every year, 7,200 children are sexually molested. And now, even 1% goes to the prosecution, investigation, and courts. What is the result? Hardly 25% are reported and less than 10% conviction rate. Now we must do something about this. Why conviction rate is down? It is the judiciary I blame. It is the investigating agency I blame. Now we must make some efforts, wake them up. Our golden rule, which we have inherited from the British, reasonable doubt. Anything is reasonable doubt. I have seen in my career as all the three aspects. And there are a number of judgments of Supreme Court. I will not quote the judges. The record shows that witness says the person was wearing green shirt, but what the police have seized is dark green. Benefit of doubt. In a mass attack, witness says he assaulted with a jambia from his right hand, but it shows he was using left hand. Benefit of doubt. This is why, long back, Lord Denning has said in his one of the finest judgments, don't stretch this theory of reasonable doubt before it snaps the cause of justice. See, our mindset must be changed. Everybody's mindset must be changed rather than thinking of the psychology of the rapist. It is we who are responsible for this growth of crime, this attack. It is the society which is responsible. Ultimately, it is we who should unite together. At least intellectual people like you who are gathered here. Think about it. Go today. Think about it. How I can contribute. Now, Paresh has started a wonderful experiment this. You can blog on his website, give your opinions. He can forward it to some authority. Everybody must just, but many times it happens, you will just listen, fine, go back, aaj Raksha Bandhan hai, acha khana khao, so jao. It boils. It boils, it should boil your blood, which is not happening. Some murder takes place. We start, Delhi murder took place, that both Nirbhaya and other. Agitation started, lasted for how many days? Everybody forgot. Happens. Today morning I read in the newspaper, Bhiwandi, father raped a girl 2 years old. Now who is the culprit? As the professor was pointing out, family relationship. It happens in the family. We don't want to disclose it because family prestige. Of course, this is our society is unlike Western societies. Impermissive society it is. We think of a lot of things. If something happens in my house, what about the others? My daughters, other daughters are to be married. Somebody will say that that girl was loose character, so she deserved it. This is what we just read. Somebody says she was wearing very provocative dress, she deserved it. Now what do we say for a rape of a month-old child, 4 months child, 1 year child? What provocation that child could give? Nobody thinks about it. Just we feel pity. We should do something about this. This is what is required with us. But ultimately, just I wanted to say, in my view, man commits rape when he looks at a woman as an objective of desire. Ultimately, she is just a body for him to quench his thirst, either of his ego, anger, or sexual fulfillment. I believe if every man sees a woman as a human being first and not mere object to release his libido, woman will not be safe in India. But I want to caution you, friends, woman is called as Kshamaya Dharitri. She is like pardoning earth, Mother Earth. You commit so many things on earth. Now we are suffering global effects and all these things. But she has borne this, what we are doing to her. So woman is always equal to Kshamaya Dharitri. Always pardons, she ignores. Incidentally, it was mentioned, I think, marital rape. I agree. Marital rape is also a rape. I was shocked when I read Delhi High Court judgment. Delhi District Judge judgment it was. He said once she marries, she is bound to, whenever he wishes. Is it a commodity? Is it like using a car? I have purchased a car, so I can drive. No, you have laws and regulations. Why not show this some sympathy towards woman? They don't require this. Mind it. She is a Kshamaya Dharitri. She is a Mata as long as she can bear. I always say this, not because you are ladies, but I believe in formally. You even read the definition, letters of the word woman, WOMAN, and if you read it fast, WO man. She is double than you. She succumbs only because of your care. She cares for you. She suffers because she cares for everybody. But remember, she can be a mata, she can be a loving sister, she can be a loving daughter. But if you cross the limit, she can become also Kalima, who she will destroy everything in the earth. So, last thing, again, a beautiful quote I can't, because I come from Karnataka. A beautiful poem was written, 4 lines, applicable to everybody, whichever is the topic on humanity. I will just translate it. A young man goes to the poet and asks what I should become in my life. And the poet expresses the Chaturvarna, which we have. He doesn't recognize it as a caste. He says these are the professions. So he advises the boy, by acquiring knowledge, you can become a Pandit or Brahmin. By fighting against evil, you can become Kshatriya. By doing business, you become Vaishya. By manual labor, you can become a Shudra. Boy, whatever you want to be, choose your profession. But first thing I want you to learn and become is human being. This is all I want all of us to wake up. Let us be human being first. Give our respects to the deserving people. With this, I conclude. Thank you very much.